Come on in, come on in. We got some things to talk about real quick. We got some things to talk about. Come on in, come on in, come on in, guys. Come on in, come on in. So, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Letitia here, and I am back again with another live video. Y'all, let me turn on my Bluetooth. Hold on one second. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. I see y'all popping in. I see y'all popping in. I see y'all. Why my Bluetooth not coming? Okay, here we go. There we go. No, power on. Turn it back on. I need the power on, ma'am. Y'all give me a second. The Bluetooth is connecting, y'all. What? It couldn't connect. Oh my God. Anyway, I ain't gonna worry about that right now. I was trying to connect my Bluetooth so that the sound could be a little bit more clear to you all, but hopefully you guys can hear me pretty good now. Can y'all hear me? Thumbs up this video. Thumbs up this video. We got 14 people in the chat already. So go ahead and hit that thumbs up. Don't be stingy with the likes. Okay? Hit thumbs up the video. Okay? What's up, y'all? Happy freaking Thursday. Today is Thursday, y'all. But yes, I am. Who is that? Yes, I'm unique. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up. Listen, guys, I got two stories that I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight. I'm not going to be on here for too long because I do have to I have an open house to do at my job at 6 o'clock. So I'm not going to be on here with y'all too long, but I wanted to come on here earlier today to do my 12 o'clock midday live. I wanted to come on here. I said 12 o'clock midday. 12 o'clock and midday is the same thing. Anyway, as I was saying, I wanted to come on here earlier to do my midday live. But I wasn't able to come on and do it because I was at the school getting my hair braided. As y'all can see, I got my hair braided. Y'all like it? But anyway, so that's why I wasn't able to come on here at 12 to do the midday live. But I did have a couple of hours of downtime. And so I said, you know, since I didn't get a chance to do it earlier today, I can do it now before I go to the open house at the school. So the first story that I wanted to touch on is, as y'all can see from the title, CJ So Cool. I'm not sure if everybody on here is familiar with who CJ So Cool is, but he's a famous YouTuber. He has I'm gonna tell y'all right now how many subscribers he got. He's pretty famous. Y'all probably know him. The people that's really into YouTube, more than likely, you guys know who he is. But I'm sure there'll be like a couple of people that's like, CJ So Cool. Well, who is that? Well, let me bring y'all a little bit closer to me. So CJ So Cool has over 8 million subscribers. Over 8 million subscribers. 8.8 million subscribers. So he's pretty popular. Anyway, it's been reported that he's been shot 4 times. It's been reported that CJ So Cool has been shot 4 times, but he's okay. He is okay. It wasn't it didn't end in any fatalities, thank God. So let's keep our prayers and thoughts up for CJ and his family, his daughters, his 2 daughters and his son, and his stepchildren. no matter what type of relationship they may have now, I'm sure those kids got some type of love for that man in their heart. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pull up that story with CJ So Cool being shot 4 times. So apparently it was a home invasion. And let me just say this before I get into the story about the CJ So Cool thing. I just started watching CJ So Cool maybe for like a month or like 2 months now. And although I was already subscribed to his channel, and I forgot that I was subscribed to his channel until I started watching him again. And once I started watching him again, I was saying to myself, I was like, oh yeah, I remember, I've been subscribed to this guy's channel for a couple of years now, maybe like 2 or 3 years or something like that. I don't know what made me subscribe to his channel the very first time, but when I first subscribed to the channel, I wasn't an avid watcher of the channel. So I fell off. But then his videos started coming across my news feed again. And so I just started clicking on them and watching them. And I actually like him. I know I see a lot of people in the comment section don't really like him, and they say negative things about him, or they or they're always, it's like a bunch of people on there, or like older women that could be like his mom, that's always trying to give him some type of advice. And they people look at CJ, the older people anyway, look at CJ as, like their little son or their little brother or something like that. But I like CJ. So he is a little childish and he's flashy and all that, and that's what I wanted to talk about. But I like him. He keeps you entertained. He keeps you engaged. His vlogs are always very, what's the word I'm looking for? His vlogs are always very entertaining and just loud, and and he's just in your face and he's talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It is not one of those things where you gotta try to guess what he's gonna say, because he's gonna, first of all, he's gonna say whatever is on his mind. CJ So Cool, what I learned about him is he say any and everything. But the point I was trying to make is that he's very flashy with like he wear like these big chains around his neck, like it's all iced out, diamonds all on his arms, on his fingers, like he's brags a lot. He really brag a lot about how much jewelry he have, the designer clothes that he wear, just all these things that and when I think about those things, I say to myself, I'll be like, Self, and why do you like him again? Because he's very childish. But like I said, he keeps you entertained and engaged. Not just, he's very childish, but like I said, he brag a lot. So we know he lived in Los Angeles. He never said exactly where he lived, but his house, he talks about how his house is on a hill. Like you got to go up these winding hills or whatever. And just because you don't tell somebody where you live or whatever the case may be, you could say little things that would give people clues as to where you live. And apparently this was a home invasion. So I don't know if it was a random person that came into his home and shot him 4 times, or if it was a setup. Who knows? I mean, you do got some new people in his life. No shade. He do have some new people in his life. But anyway, let's go to the story and see what they're saying about the situation. Okay, so the article says, this is the headline says, violent injuries. CJ So Cool shared gory post of his wounds after being shot 4 times in Las Vegas home invasion. A home invasion, y'all. So these are the pictures that he posted, but they got it blurred out. It looks like he's laying on the bed and he got a blanket covering one leg, and Two of his feet is outside of the blanket, but you can see right here where it was a lot of blood. This looked like it was a lot of blood right there. And let's see what other pictures he posts. Okay, so it says CJ So Cool born Cordero James Brady, a 33-year-old YouTube influencer who has gained a cult-like following. Pause. Hold up now. I ain't a part of no cult. I'm not a part of no cult now. Come on now. Who has gained a cult-like following for his viral videos of pranks and other lifestyle content. The YouTuber has more than 5 million followers on Instagram. The influencer reported that he suffered 4 gunshot wounds after his Las Vegas home was broken into around 3 a.m. on Thursday morning. He asked his followers to keep him in prayer. In the hospital, I got shot 4 times in a home invasion at 3 a.m. Please keep me and my kids in your prayers. So far, I am doing okay, the star wrote in a separate post. Wow. So he's a Navy veteran. I didn't know CJ was in the Navy. It says U.S. Navy veteran is a father of 3. He has not mentioned whether anyone else was present in the home during the invasion. Advertisement, his fans has already stormed social media wishing him a speedy recovery. And I'm wishing the same thing to CJ. I wish you a speedy recovery. My prayers go out to you and your babies, your 3 children, and even your stepchildren, because although those children aren't your biological kids and y'all don't seem to have much of a relationship based on social media, that doesn't mean that those kids don't still love you or got some type of love in their heart for you. So my prayers go out to you, CJ. I pray that you have a speedy recovery. Also, I pray that once you recover from this, you tone it down a little bit with all the bragging and all the showing off the jewelry and walking around with the jewelry and the big ice and, just like relax. Relax. Stop acting like, well, I was getting ready to say stop acting like you ain't never had nothing before, but you didn't before you became a big YouTuber. So, but that doesn't give nobody a reason to be that type of person when you just like so braggadocious or whatever. Like, I don't know. Just relax. Calm down. Maybe you should move because according to what you put on your YouTube channel, you not buying this house. You are renting this house. And since you're renting it, you can break you rich. You always talking about you rich and everything. You can break that lease, okay, and move somewhere else. And stop letting people know where you live. No, you didn't tell them exactly where you live. But the way you described it, you was saying stuff like celebrities live there. You got to go up a hill to get to the top where your house is. Like, you was dropping a lot of hints to let people know where you live. Or like I said, you do have some new people in your life. No shade. Was it a setup? That's something to think about. I'm sure some people is thinking about that. Anyway, again, prayers go out to CJ So Cool, and also I'm wishing him a speedy recovery so that he can, get back to his life with his children and whoever else he has close to him in his life. Okay. All right. So now the next story. Now this story right here, y'all. This story right here broke my heart. When I tell you all, it pulled on my heartstrings so bad. for more than one reason. One reason is because the incident happened to a 14-year-old girl out of Detroit, Michigan. This is what I'm about to tell y'all about. The second thing is that there were so many people in this situation affected outside of the victim, and it affected them in different ways. And I'm gonna break it down for y'all. Right? The other thing is, what was my third point? See, this is why I be writing notes and stuff there, because I be forgetting stuff sometimes. But I decided that I'm gonna come on this live today, impromptu, and just go live and just like speak off the top of the head. And right now, I just lost my train of thought, and I cannot remember what my third point I was gonna drive home to y'all. But anyway, I'm not gonna worry about that. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and finish going on with my commentary. So anyway, it's a 14-year-old girl out of Detroit. She went to a hair salon to get her hair done. And, oh, I remember the third point now. The third point I was going to make was that another reason why it hit home for me is because I'm a hairstylist. And I teach cosmetology, and I have students that, they decided to make a choice in furthering their career by getting a license and coming to school and learning things that a lot of people out there in the world don't think we learn in hair school besides just, doing hair or whatever. A lot of people don't know all of the things that we as cosmetologists learn in hair school. And it's so ironic that this situation that I'm getting ready to tell you guys about has to do with an explosion in a salon. And the chapter that I'm teaching my students right now is on chemistry. Y'all see, I'm going somewhere with this. So just thinking about that and thinking about what happened to this young lady in this story I'm about to read to y'all, it just made it all come full circle for me. It made it all come full circle. So let me go ahead and I'm going to read the article. It was posted on Facebook. And this story is not getting a lot of recognition for some reason. I don't know why, but this is serious. It started trending on TikTok, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, it happened about a day or so ago, right? Y'all thumbs up this video. Thumbs up the video. Please, please, please. I'm begging for likes, y'all. Thumbs up the video. Am I blurry, y'all? Can y'all please let me know if I'm blurry or if you can see me? Wait a minute. I'm playing in the background on my TV. So, anyways, I'm going to read this to you guys. I'm going to give my commentary on it and tell you how I feel about it. And then after that, I'm going to read your comments and see what y'all have to say. All right, so the story goes like this. I'm reading from my iPad. A 14-year-old girl suffered major injuries, losing her eye, including eyesight, after getting her hair done and a hot flat iron placed too close near a hairspray can, causing an explosion, sending her to the hospital in critical condition. The hairdresser has a disclaimer stating that she is not licensed and that she was not aware the girl was only 14 years old. 14. with one eye now. So initially, when I first read this story, my first thoughts were, this is why these new IG hairstylists need to go to school and get a license. Those were my thoughts initially. And I thought, my thoughts was that initially because, like I told y'all, right now, I'm on the chemistry chapter with my students. And they're learning about matter and space and energy and gas and carbon dioxide, and they're learning about all these things right now. And like I said, y'all think that we go to hair school and we just learning how to fluff up some hair and apply makeup and, make women look pretty. Yeah, that's what we learn, and that's what we're supposed to do too. But it's a whole lot more to go into cosmetology school than y'all think. It's a whole lot more that we learn in cosmetology school than y'all think. So, like I said, initially, that's how I was thinking, like, these new YouTube hairstylists and these new Instagram hairstylists. I'm saying YouTube too because even though on YouTube, they're talking about natural hair for the most part and stuff like that, in a lot of states, it's required for you to get a license now to do natural hair, to do braids. Yes, to do braids and weaves and wigs and twists. Yeah. I don't know exactly how many states yet. I don't know exactly how many states right now you have to get a license to do natural hair yet. I don't know, but I want to say that it's at least over 10 states so far that is requiring hairstylists to get a natural hair care license. And even in natural hair care, they're learning about anatomy and physiology and stuff like that. And these things are important for us to know as hairstylists. But, that's not what this video is about. So, like I said, that's a whole other video. Let me get back on the story because I was about to go on a tangent about my career and my field and stuff like that. I was about to go on a tangent, but let me not do that. So, what I was going to say is this. Initially, I was thinking like, this is why these new age stylists or whatever the case may be, they need to be going to school, da 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 da. But then my second thought was, that's common sense. It's common sense not to take a can of aerosol and put it in front of heat. That's common sense. That's going to make a fire, right? But the stylist is only 23 years old. Not saying that 23-year-olds don't know that, but some don't. Some don't. I have a 19-year-old student that didn't know what a resume was. So, it is possible. So, I was like, I said, you know what, Tish, just because a person didn't go to hair school and acquire a cosmetology license, that doesn't mean that they wouldn't know that if you put a can of spray in front of some heat, and those stoves that we use, and she was using the old school, as a matter of fact, I don't know if it was a stove or if it was a curling iron. They were saying that it was a curling iron. I think it was a curling iron. I'm not sure, but I would think that it was one of those stoves that we use, the ovens that we use to put our curling irons in, because that sucker lets off some serious, serious heat. Like, it's so hot you can see the red flame. That's how hot it is. Okay? So, yeah, so I was thinking like that, and I was like, you know what? Maybe that's not the right mindset to have. Everybody doesn't have to go to school to know that, but like somebody just said in the chat, common sense ain't always common. But what I wanted to read next for y'all is I want to read some text messages, and I'm gonna give y'all some more of my thoughts after I read these text messages about the stylist, because initially I had all these thoughts in my head about the stylist before I read the text messages. You know what I'm saying? I had so many negative thoughts. I'm not even going to hold y'all. It was like, how could you be so dumb? You know, things like that. But when I read these text messages between the hairstylist and the mom of the 14-year-old, I was like, you know what? My opinion changed. My thoughts changed. So she sent a message. She sent a text message to the mom. And first it reads like this. It says, "Please know that I am very concerned and did not mean for this to happen. This has never happened before. And I did not know your daughter was only 14. She left her things and willing to drop them to you. She left her things." Oh, she said, okay, she's supposed to say I'm, but it says in. "She left her things. I'm willing to drop them to you. Your daughter is very sweet, so mature that I did not know she was so young. And I'm just so hurt and sorry. I did not mean for this to happen." And when she walked into the door, she paid me immediately. And I have her money. So she wants to give the mom back the money. So right here from this first paragraph, this young lady, this 23-year-old young lady has empathy. She has empathy. She also has sympathy. This one paragraph tells me that she feels guilty. She is heartbroken. She's sad. She is hurt because of what she did. And at this point right here, this paragraph I just read, she don't even know the severity of the situation yet. And this empathy and this sympathy and this guilt is being displayed. She don't even know the severity yet. Okay, let me finish reading this. She said, and when she walked in the door, she immediately paid me and I have her money. She wants to give them back their money. "I'm sorry. I think I got the last 4 digits of his number wrong." Oh, so she's given the mom the number and the name of the salon she worked at. And then she said the name of the salon is Spoil Me Rotten, right? The mom replied and said, "Thank you." That's all the mom said was "thank you." She replied and she said, okay, so the mom, they don't have the date on that. This is messed up. So the stylist replied and said, "Hey, just wanted to send some prayers. I'm praying and praying. Hoping she comes going, wait a minute. I guess she nervous and stuff because she typed in the wrong words, and I'm sitting over here reading like I can't even read right now, and this is crazy, but because I know how to read. Anyway, she says, "Hey, just want to send some prayers. I'm praying and praying, hoping she going to be okay." She meant to. She said she hoping she going to be okay. So the mom replied. The mom replied and said, "It's not good." Remember, I said at this point, the stylist doesn't even know the severity of the situation yet. Y'all thumbs up this video. The mom said it's not good. She replied and said, "Lord Jesus, I don't know what to say other than I'm sorry. I'm completely crushed. May I ask what the doctor is saying?" The mom says, y'all watch this. Check this out. Wait till y'all hear this. The mom says she has surgery in the morning. Everything is fractured around her eye, and they're concerned about her losing her eyesight. Can you imagine? Your 14-year-old child went to the hair salon and came back home with one eye. I can't imagine it. The stylist replies and says, "I'm so sorry. I can send some money on Cash App for you guys to buy her whatever she may want or need after surgery. I know you probably don't want to hear any of this, but I'm not licensed and I'm 23. This girl felt terrible. She felt terrible. She felt terrible. The mom just replied and said, "No, thank you." Now, throughout this entire interaction between the mother and the stylist, the mother is given like really short answers. Only time she didn't give a short answer was when she explained to her that the doctors had to do surgery, that her daughter had to go into surgery. Excuse me. And that she may be losing her eyesight. And y'all know more than likely, this stylist ain't got no insurance. So who, if the mom want to sue, who she want to sue? Because that'd be the first thing people say. Is sue. Sue who? I guess the salon owner. Because it happened in the salon owner's property. So you're going to be in double trouble and may lose your salon and your license behind this. Because A, you hired an unlicensed hairstylist to work in your salon. You hired an unlicensed hairstylist to work in your salon. And then B, it happened in your salon. So I think that right now the salon is shut down. From what I understand, the salon is shut down. she might lose her license, y'all. And I don't wish that on nobody. I don't. I don't. It was just a whole bunch of carelessness and recklessness involved in this situation, from the salon owner hiring an unlicensed stylist to the stylist causing an accident to blind a little 14-year-old girl in one eye. So, the little girl, her name is Tanaja Brown. She does have a GoFundMe. In fact, when I finish with this live, I'm going to put her GoFundMe in my community tab. If y'all want to donate to her GoFundMe, please donate to her GoFundMe. Her name is Tanaja Brown, and she's in Detroit, Michigan. They got the name of the hospital and everything on here. I don't think they should have that on here. That's crazy. Anyway, the stylist goes on to say, "I'm so sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. I just had some gifts sent over. Also, if you want to press charges on me or sue me, I completely understand. But can we keep this between us, the owner? Can we please keep this?" Okay, wait a minute. The text messages was continued down here, the whole message. Hold on. She said, where we at? But can you, okay. But can you please keep this between us? The owner is very concerned and don't want me to work there anymore. She has nothing to do with what happened. I don't want her to get in trouble or anything because it was not her fault and she trusted me to work and I let her and myself down. She just a black business owner trying to make it, and she had no idea how bad she was hurt or anything. The camera view in the shop. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. The railroad going by. Is he gonna stop honking that, blowing that horn? Okay. She's just a black business owner trying to make it, and she had no idea about how bad she was hurt or anything. The camera view in the shop doesn't show what happened or her face. It just shows us running around helping Tanaja, and I just don't want her to get in trouble because of me. I completely own it. It's my fault, and I'm willing to take whatever consequences for my actions. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. My gifts should be arriving soon. I gave them your number. They will be calling you soon to come down and come get them from the front desk. So the mom replies and says, okay, she's in surgery right now. And then she says, me and my family is praying for her and speedy recovery. The stylist goes on and says, she was so beautiful inside and out. I'm crushed. I really wish it was me instead of her. I wanted to bring the gifts myself, but I'm just so scared of you and her family and what y'all might do to me. I know everybody probably hates me. I'm so sorry about this. I can't apologize enough for this. This was a big mistake, the biggest mistake of my life. I feel bad for her. I do. I really feel bad for her. I don't know what to say. I can't eat, sleep, or think. I'm just praying for her every second of my day. The mom responds and says, we are not going to harm you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm here for anything I can help with. I don't have much, but I'm willing to do whatever I can. So then the mom replies back like the next day. She replied the next day and says, "This is terrible." The stylist says, "I'm so sorry, ma'am. Never meant to hurt you. I'm not a person that wants to hurt anybody. I hope your daughter is doing better. They told me they delivered her gifts, her um get well soon gifts." She said yes and thank you. And then the stylist says, "No need to thank me. I'm deeply sorry for the hurt I caused." So the mom replies and says, "Text me the owner number, please." So the mom wants to go after the owner, as she should. And now she got all these text messages in her phone with proof that the stylist was not licensed. The stylist texted back and said, "1 second." And so the mom texts back and said, "My baby is out of surgery." The stylist texts back and says, "I'm happy to hear that all is well." The mom said, "It's not." The stylist texts back says, "I'm so sorry, ma'am." And then she texts back again the next day. "Hey, again, I'm so sorry for what I've apologized over and over, and I've offered to send money numerous times, and you just turned me down. I just asked you guys and untag me, take the address out because this can become dangerous if someone knows my exact whereabouts. I'm so sorry, ma'am." So the mom put these text messages out. Y'all remember the stylist asked her to keep it between them. The mom put the text messages out. The mom responded and says, "Nobody is going to harm you. I am focusing on my daughter care," as she should. The stylist says, "They are saying I left her in the ambulance without anybody. No, without anybody. No anything. I got one call for help and they told me to move while I was helping Tanaja, that they had it under control. The person posting isn't saying I've been here every step of the way and that I've offered to send money and that I've sent her gifts and that I've been compliant this whole time." The mom says, "I will talk to her sister about that. I'm not angry at you. I forgive you. I forgive you. I know it was a careless mistake. My baby," hold on, "will never be able to see out of her left eye." This broke my heart. The stylist goes, "So sorry, ma'am. I'll just leave you alone. Nothing I can do or say to make this better. I'm deeply sorry for this." She said she was going to leave her alone. But she texts again. "Hey, baby, I'm so sorry what happened to you. You are beautiful inside and out. I am completely crushed cause I caused this. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive me. Also sent you some gifts. I hope they can make you feel a little bit better inside. I'm just so sorry, baby. I had no idea you were so young. You were so mature and well grounded. I can't say sorry enough. I'll always be here if you need anything. Just let me know." This is the last message, and this was from the mom. The mom says, "It's okay. You didn't do anything wrong. Me and you both never knew this was going to happen. I forgive you. love. And yes, thank you for the gifts. And they most definitely made her feel better. Now that's deep. She got the right mother. But this is what the mother is saying right now. This just happened. So we don't know if people going to get in this mother's ear. And change her heart and her mind. I mean, the text messages are already on social media. And my fault. I take that back. It wasn't the mom that posted this text message thread. It's a site called Take 'em TV. So this is what the little girl looks like, y'all. When I first started talking about this story, I said that there were so many people affected by this situation, but none of them will be as affected by this as the little girl who lost her eye. But there were other people affected too in this story. Let's start with her mom. This is her baby. And even if she's not the baby in the family, she's still her baby. 14 years old with one eye. She sent her baby to the hair salon to get her hair done and come out looking prettier than she was before she went in. But instead, her baby is coming out and coming home with one eye. That's her baby. And her eye will never be the same. Some people might think that the stylist doesn't deserve any sympathy in this situation. But she do. Yeah, she was unlicensed, unknowledgeable of chemistry, something that we learn in cosmetology school. A 23-year-old girl has to live with this situation for the rest of her life too. She might very well decide that no matter how talented I am and what I do, I don't want to do hair anymore. She might decide that. She has to walk around with this guilt for the rest of her life. Embarrassment because it's all over social media. Ridicule from some people. Not many people is coming for her neck like that, because I went on her Instagram page. The stylist actually has the GoFundMe in her profile too. But I went to her Instagram page and the comments were all mostly positive, like giving her words of encouragement, because at the end of the day, like, she was affected too. And then you have the salon owner who is affected. Now, she's the least affected, in my opinion. but she was affected. She may lose her license. She might lose her salon. But one thing for sure, two things for certain. As long as she has those skills to use her hands, she won't be broke. That's one reason why I say she was the least affected, because she can still go on to make money, even if it is illegally. And when I say illegally, I mean like doing hair without a license. And that's if she does hair, because she might just own the salon. Anyway, like I said, so many people were affected. But of course, the most affected one is this young lady that has to walk around now with one eye. She's the most affected. I think that this experience is pretty traumatic. I think it's traumatic for all parties involved. But of course, the young lady who has to walk around with one eye, she's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. She's going to be traumatized for the rest of her life. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. For the rest of her life. But one thing that I love about this story is how the stylist, well, there's two things I love about this story. Number one, how the stylist responded to it. I really believe that she was very remorseful, very sympathetic, very empathetic, and she feels guilty. You know, I like how she handled it, how she um, took accountability, you know, how she offered her hand in help, how she was vulnerable and transparent. Oh, she was transparent. Mm. I wish her the best. Um, I I hope that she doesn't give up on doing hair. And at the same time, if she doesn't give up, I hope that this is an eye opener for her to go ahead and get her license and to, you know, do a little research on some chemistry, you know, stuff that causes fire and stuff like that. um, the other thing that I love about this story is how uh, receptive the mom was to accepting the apology of the young lady, and also the grace that she showed her. She showed her so much grace. That's why I said she got the right mother. It ain't that many mothers out there that would have handled this situation like this. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. It's not that many. So I'm gonna end this by just saying that my prayers and my thoughts goes out to Tajane. Her name is Tajane. Yeah, sure I'm saying that right. Am I saying her name right? Yeah, Tajane. My prayers goes out to her and her mom, and I pray that she have a speedy recovery. And unfortunately, she lost the eye. But I mean, the way that technology is nowadays, they might be able to do something to, I don't know, regain her eyesight. I don't know. I'm being hopeful. Am I being hopeful or too hopeful? Is it raining? It is pouring down. I gotta go out there. I'm being hopeful. For real. Um, mm, I can't imagine not being able to see out of one eye. I could have lost both eyes and not been able to see at all. And that right there, that would have been, oh my God, a tragedy for real. I mean, it's still a tragedy. I'm not trying to downplay it. It's still a tragedy. But there was something else I wanted to say. Um, I can't remember right now, but that was the gist of this story. And I'm gonna read y'all comments, and then I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna read the comments and get out of here. I'm gonna start from the beginning. So it's gonna be some comments that of some people that's probably not in here anymore. I already said hi to Yes I Am Unique. Hey Latricia, how you doing? My mods is in the building. Thank you. Yes. Thumbs up the live. Thumbs up the live. Yes. Hey Mocha Nun, how you doing? S Pryor, I see you in the chat. How's it going, girl? You said, oh, S Pryor, you've been watching CJ So Cool for years. Yeah, I like I said, I was subscribed to his channel for about 2 or 3 years, but I forgot I was subscribed to his channel, and I stopped watching him until recently. And I like him. The little youngsters love him. Yeah, they do, because whenever he's in the mall or whenever he's out in public, they always see him and they want to take pictures with him and stuff like that. So the kids really love him. Um, that's good. He's gonna be okay. Yeah, I ain't a part of no cult follow. Okay, exactly. Hey TikTok. Yes, he showed his Navy picture. Okay. Okay. Let's see what else y'all talking about here. Hey Michael. No, it's not. I'm not cooking today, Michael. I'm not cooking today. Hey, 4C Gang for Life. That's right. Don't make me beg for likes, y'all. Y'all gotta thumbs up this live. Don't be making me beg for likes, okay? Unique says, "Oh my God, I don't care how old she is. She is seriously, yeah. That's a serious injury. That's why I said that she got the right mother, because not a lot of mothers would have handled it that way. That mother, she's a trooper for real. She's a trooper. Yes, girl, teach them what they need to know. Exactly. Thank you, Latricia, for the compliment on my hair. Common sense. You're right. You're right. Sometimes, yes, that's true, y'all. Common sense isn't always that common. Esquire says, I remember years ago, the maintenance man came to fix my heat. Next thing you know, it was a loud explosion, and he was laying out on the floor. Wow. He could have killed me. Wow, 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 wow. That's right. Comment, like, and subscribe. Yes, Unique. She definitely showed empathy. Unique says, yes, she showed empathy, sympathy, and remorse. Exactly. Esprite says, Tish, girl, you know how to deliver a story. Oh, thank you. You know what? Esprite, that's so crazy that you said that, because as I was reading it, I don't know, I felt like I was really in the zone. And I was saying to myself, I might need to start reading or doing stories more often, or just, doing something with stories. I don't know. That's what I was thinking as I was reading, because I was like really in the zone as I was reading it. As far as that send money, she needs to be paying all those medical bills. She definitely needs to be paying the medical bills, but do she have the money to pay all those medical bills? That medical bill is going to probably be very, very high. It's going to be extremely high, I'm sure. Unique says, shaking my hand, my prayers to that baby. Thank you, y'all. Make sure y'all pray for this little girl and her family, for real. Unique says, tears in my eyes. I feel so bad for that child. As far as that, she got some nerve. Keep that between them. Yes, that's kind of hard to keep to yourself. Like, that's something. I think that this is a story that should be exposed for the simple fact that the young lady wasn't licensed or isn't licensed, and I mean, it could happen to anybody. Not even, let me just tell y'all this. The other thing I wanted to say is I'm not even going to sit here and act like I can't sit here and say that I've never put a can of spray close to a curling iron or a stove or something like that during my career. I can't even say I've never ever done that. Or can I? I don't know. I believe I've done it a time or so, you know, during my career. I've been in this business for over 20 something years, but nothing like this ever happened. Now, I'm not saying I've put it in front of the heat, but I'm sure I've had cans of spray near heat before. I'm pretty sure of it. Obviously not that often, or obviously it wasn't that close to it because no explosions happened. But I feel bad for the young lady. As far as I don't feel bad for her at all. Just because she got out of surgery doesn't mean everything is okay. That just means surgery is complete. Exactly. And as Brian says, I'm so sick of hearing about these gifts. Unique says, the mom is hurting for her child. Absolutely. I hurt for her as well. Me too, Unique. I do. As Brian says, poor little girl, she had to endure this life-changing experience. Definitely a life-changing experience. Not, I wouldn't wish nothing like this on nobody. I wouldn't wish nothing like this on nobody. Unique says, my heart is heavy for all affected by this accident. Yes. When I was reading about this story earlier, y'all, when I tell y'all, I was just like, every time I read some of the text messages, because I didn't read all of the text messages earlier. I read some of it, but the parts that I did read, I was reading them and I was just like, I just kept like gasping because like, oh my God, this is terrible. As far as says, we all make mistakes in life, some bigger than others, but you own them, take accountability, and move forward. Exactly. Latricia said that's so unnecessary. Latricia says innocent child. Unique says this is something that will be with them for the rest of their lives. Exactly. The rest of their lives. Unique says my son was killed 5 years ago, and I still hurt for him. But I'm not strong enough to forgive right now. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, Unique. I'm so sorry. A tornado watch in Atlanta. I can't imagine what that feels like to lose a child. I have a child, and God, I would be completely crushed. So, Hey, Amalia. And Unique says, I wish CJ a speedy recovery. Yeah, so guys, thumbs up this live. I'm going to get out of here because I need to go. I got to go up to my school for an open house. There. Jeremy says, my 11-year-old daughter is hurt right now. What's wrong with your 11-year-old daughter? I hope she feels better, Jeremy Miller. But yeah, I have an open house at the school tonight. So at the open house, what we usually do is we basically try to recruit new students, and we have a new class starting February the 7th. So if you are in the Charlotte area and you're watching this video and you're interested in getting your natural hair care license, the Doobie Shop School of Cosmetology is the name of the school. It's called The Doobie Shop School of Cosmetology. You can find them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and YouTube as well. Anyway, under that same name, the Doobie Shop School of Cosmetology. So, anyway, oh, your 11-year-old is hurt about CJ. Okay, okay, yeah, yeah. I'm the kids. The kids love CJ. The kids love TJ. Thank you, Unique. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get out of here so I can go ahead and get to this orientation. And I hope that you all enjoyed this video. I have to do more videos like this where it's just like impromptu. And yeah. Anyway, I'll talk to you all on the next video. Peace. Deuces. Like this? Like that. Wait, here you go. Bye, y'all.